Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, this is Samuel Zimmerman. I am the designer of Vectra, and today I give you a little tour. This is specifically for the beta users as of now, beginning of December, because there are some things that you should just know about Vectra, and I'm going to tell you and lead you around for your very first visit. Some of the things, of course, are still in production. That's why it's called a beta. It's really like that. And some of the things you should, I should tell them to you in order that you know them. For example, if you click here, double click, you get into the envelopes. Stuff like this. So without further ado, let's get it going. First of all, what is Vectra? Vectra is a power synth that has a procedural core and also a vectorized engine with a XYZ pad where you can have like really deep sound DNA that you can mix here in the Vectra Forge. And we also have something that is called the reforge mode, so I can take any wavetable and I can just like reforge them. Like right now I took the basic wavetable and I non-deterministically, changed it. I can also revert that, so since it's non-deterministic, I can go back. And right now we have like already 4 algorithm. This is called the AWC, so this is also something that we'll have a look at. And then, I will tell you about the oscillators, I will tell you about the envelopes, I will tell you a little bit about the LFOs, and also very importantly about the filters. Everything is important, but first, the most important things. So, I showed you Vectra Forge before. Vectra is built upon a 3-engine system. We have a virtual analog core, and I'm going to switch over to another visualizer. By the way, down here you can switch the visualizers. I'm going to switch to the classic one, so this one is like the most comprehensive one, to be completely honest with you. And now you can see it. Here is the analog core, and then here you have right now our normal, not normal, but let's call it normal wavetable engine that has, predefined, extremely insane wavetables here that you can see right now. And wait a second, MIDI in, let's also activate. Exactly, we can also listen to it. Why not? So you have those, right? And they work right out of the box, of course, as well as the analog engine. The analog engine is extremely fat, especially if you hard sync it. Then that sounds really good. I think we should take this one down an octave. And what I also will do is the unison. So like unison also very important in this engine. Going to take that. With FM. You hear a like tiny little bit of aliasing, of course. And I can give you just another tip. If you can spare it, put that on high. And it already sounds like amazing. But you can like, depending on your systems, of course, you can oversample. However, this is the analog engine. Very simple, you can choose it, you can use it. Now, our way more advanced piece of tech, the procedural Vectra Forge, or Vectra engine, not Vectra Forge engine, the Vectra engine. It's very specifically designed to not work with normal compressed wavetables, but with procedural Vectra wavetables, which are infinite. That's why we can do stuff like this, right? Like I can just like morph any wavetable as I just did in this moment, and basically destructively change the shape in a millisecond. And that one is also quite simple. You choose it, you use it. We can even pump that up a little bit more. Cool. and a little bit more release. And even a tad more attack maybe. What is really important now, what I will show you, I think a little bit more release even wouldn't do. Also wouldn't do too bad. And that one, if I would be like really designing, then I would be probably going something like that. Next up, now, I mean, we can do like a lot of stuff, right? Like we could like go directly into the filters, but I'm going to finish to show you this. Now let's switch to the Vectra Forge engine. And this is where it becomes really, really spacey and different. And this is right now the Vectra Forge seed. So right now we do not have anything sent basically, but I'm going to change that. So there are some really, really insane parents. Okay, you can choose them like this. This is first of all very important. You have the parent DNA slot, you have the incubator where you mix the parents, and then you have your DNA inspector, which is according to the parent that you have chosen. You can change that. Spectral model is the most crazy one, but the entire Asia lineup, so everything starting from etheric glass, everything starting from etheric glass, if I'm not completely mistaken, is Asia. So Asia is like the true modular seeds. It's basically, you can say, like even more advanced than the very first iteration of the Vectra Forge engine. But without further ado, let's listen to it. So like what I'm going to do is like, why not start with sending it to both? Because we can send it to one or to two oscillators. Send to oscillator. Right click into the envelope, reset envelope, and we are back to like, you know, like a normal linear curve. But what you can also do is, of course, go into our DAH, oh my god, that is like a mouthful. DAH DSR envelope, of course. Definitely needs more of attack and also release. Actually, this DAH DSR had a static curve. But back to the Forge. So let's listen to, for example, now a little bit more distinct. I will explain you what it does before I sidetrack myself. Let's listen to spectral modal. So I'm just, you know, using oscillator 2, so exactly the opposite. Send to oscillator. It really sounds insane because there's nothing done to it yet, right? So let's put that down an octave. we definitely should put a reverb, and there is a really special one. You have 4 reverbs, but Event Horizon is really one of the craziest ones. Back to the Forge. So what you do now, you take, for example, you can just leave it at 1, but you can of course also make a mix from granular hybrid and also spectral modal resonator. So you get something like this, for example. Or you put it a little bit more, then it would be more mixed together. And then you can go into any parent and you can change the material. You can change the seed, and then now it sounds completely different. Those are like literally simulations of physical material. Let's listen to it one more time. Yeah, because this is how the spectral modal sounds now. It sounds very different right now than before. So let's go over to the filter, because they are really, really also something. And then, of course, we have our drag and drop system. So don't forget that. I mean, like, it's so intuitive, right? Just go anywhere and you choose an envelope, and then you can literally, you know, do whatever you want. You can also use this as an LFO. This is like extremely powerful, actually. That entire system is extremely powerful. We can just like put a sign here. And then put that here. And we're just on one oscillator, so I want to go back to my HDSR. Of course, you know, okay. The exploration flow, right? Like you go, you choose another one. Let's for example listen to Crystal Informant. Again, it's a own universe of sound that you can inject into Vectra right now. So and then you say like, okay, like, but how would that sound if I would mix it with spectral modal, right? So we know already, okay, this one, but you can always tweak it. So like if we change, for example, the setup here, then it will change as well. By the way, if you wonder, like, wouldn't it be cool if you can, like, you know, change those and, like, if there would be a live mode? There is design documents for that, but it's incredibly, like, it would be a mode that would be very, very intensive, of course. So, like, Vectra Forge is meant to be literally sent and injected for now. But you can create sonic DNA here in this little laboratory. And you can mix up to 4, of course, right? This is how it sounds when it's all together. Sorry, I forgot one thing. I forgot to actually turn up the volume a little bit more, so my voice was maybe a tad louder than the synth itself. If you wonder, okay, how did I do that? It's like that little icon here. This is like one of the things that I meant, right? Like, it's like you can easily get lost in Vectra if you don't know it. Let's put it back to oscillator 1, so that's more obvious. So always when you're getting lost, then you want to hear, like, okay, what is what, right? Like, this is how I do it. I can tell you how I do it. Then I would, like, just go, okay, like, where is granular hybrid? And then, like, where is crystal informant? And, like, where is etheric glass? Then I listen to them. What is important for you guys to understand is that this only works in Vectra Forge Engine Bay. So the thing is, like, if this is like on this engine, then it will not work. If it is on this engine, then it will send, but it will not, like, play, basically, right? Like, I can, like, for example, take that and put that on spectral modal, send it to oscillator 2, and you cannot see it. But once I switch to the Vectra Forge engine, then now I suddenly see it. So you can always send it, but it only plays in the engine if you choose it here through the engine bay. That is very, very important for you to understand. If you're using Vectra Forge, not that you get confused. It's like, okay, how do I actually send those, etc.? Then that would be the answer. It's like you send them and they are there, but if you didn't choose the right engine block, then you wouldn't hear them yet. I hope that you enjoyed this video, guys. There are a lot of more systems that I have to show you in the upcoming videos. So if you like that, then definitely subscribe to the channel. And let me know if you enjoyed it, if you have any questions. Maybe it's had too long. Then let me know what they are. I'm here for you, of course. There will be more videos, and I see you guys very, very soon. The beta is now available, everybody. So you can head to audionerds.net. That's audionerds with a Z.net. and get yourself better access with the code Vectra10. That is Vectra10 on audionerds.net. With that, you get 10% off the already like really fairly priced beta access for Vectra. So if you want to join the lab and help also to shape Vectra into its final form, then you are more than welcome to check it out, learn everything about it, and yeah, that's it basically. I will be back with another video very soon, and I will make the volume louder of the synth from the get-go. And with that said, much love, thank you so much for your support. I see you guys very soon. Bye bye.